19 years old because I had to change my environment to prime myself for success. A week after moving in, I closed my very first client that paid me about $2,600. The easiest way to change your behavior is to change your environment. I had to become better, and I felt like I was not going to do that at my mother's house. If there's one big thing I can tell you, keep going. Even on your days where you feel sad or you feel down, just keep going. The only reason I moved out at 19 years old was because I had to change my environment to prime myself for success, right? I heard this from Alex Sᴜභsᴄɪɪ a few days back, and I know he's an incredible businessman. He, is someone that definitely recommend you guys, listen to his podcast, watch some of his videos, consume some of his content because he knows exactly what he's talking about. But he said something that I first heard in the book Atomic Habits, which is the easiest way to change your behavior is to change your environment, which is something I completely agree with. I moved in here a few months back at 19 years old because I had to prime myself for success. I had to put myself in uncomfortable positions to ensure that I actually succeed. And it was very difficult. My name is David Great Anih, if you guys don't know me yet. This is just a channel where I showcase what is possible when you dedicate your time into something you truly believe in, I am in the social media marketing space. I have a digital marketing agency that I started a few months back. And yeah, this is just why I actually moved out and put myself in such an uncomfortable position at such a young age. The moral of the story, the truth of everything is just I had to become better, and I felt like I was not going to do that at my mother's house. So at my mother's house, there's a lot of family. I have all my siblings. I have about 5 siblings, and my mom, and there wasn't enough space for all of us. Everyone had their own room, and because I didn't want to be squished up, I'm quite a big person, so because I didn't want to be squished up with everyone else, I slept in the lounge for quite a bit of time, right? The reason why changing environment was so important to me just comes from something from the book Atomic Habits. If you guys haven't read that book, you need to go and read that book. The book Atomic Habits tells us a story about the Vietnam War. In the Vietnam War, what happened was a lot of soldiers were addicted to hard drugs. Like very hard drugs. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that and say the name on YouTube, but a lot of soldiers were addicted. 20% of soldiers in the Vietnam War were addicted to hard drugs. And the surroundings, the environment, everything just kept pushing them to that direction, which is a very saddening thing. It's a very sad thing to hear. But once they got back home, only 1 out of 10 of those soldiers who were addicted to those hard drugs relapsed, right? Meaning that overnight, 9 out of 10 of those soldiers were, healed. Addiction was broken. They were like completely addict free, right? They were completely drug free, and that's such that was such a crucial moment to me, because when I thought about the whole thing, it was like, why is this so important? And as I read more, it just made so much sense. You build bad habits, you build bad characters, you build bad traits in certain places, or when you're in certain bad, situations. That's why it's easier for someone in the townships to grow up a criminal, and someone in the more urban areas, someone who grew up in a very stable, rich family, to just continuously portray whatever they grew up in. Right? It's the same way that, a lot of you will act the same way your parents act. It's the same premise throughout. What your environment determines who you will be. Your environment shapes and molds you as a person. So it was very hard for me thinking, I just left my real estate job at that time. I was like, okay, how can I also just found the space of building a digital marketing agency, the whole online world. Before that, I was into Forex and into that type of making money online space. But one thing about Forex is it doesn't teach you skills to actually build something great. So yeah, that was the biggest, the biggest bottleneck, the biggest hindrance I had with that industry. But then when I found the digital marketing space, I could really tie in this hard work and just following this formula will get me these results. So that's why I was like, okay, after I left real estate, I knew a few people, I contacted them. I'm like, okay, what listings do you guys have? Came in for viewings, and I literally, out of sheer God's grace, I was able to get this apartment. It was difficult. It was difficult. I had a lot of assistance to actually get here. I couldn't have done it by myself. But then once I got in, at the time when I got in, like even right now, the place is still pretty empty. But like no couch, no TV. The only thing I came in with was a bed and a table. And with that bed, with that table, a week after moving in, I closed my very first client that paid me about $2,600. I'll put it somewhere up on the screen if I find the screenshot. And that has sustained me and allowed me to grow for a very long time. Because I'm obviously in South Africa, and that was a lot of money back then. So yeah, that was big. It was very big for myself. It mentally proved my reason for actually moving out, for not having anything and actually still taking that leap and saying, hey, if I can only survive for 30 days, let me do it. Just due to the fact that I had to change the environment. I wanted to be in a position where I can breathe fresh air, where I can get that fresh, breath of air back in me. The area that I'm coming from, like where my family was, all the positions, all the, jobs I did with that side, all the things that broke me down with that side, everything that, made me feel like my old identity was there. And when I came here, it was like, about 30 minutes drive away, I was able to build a new identity, right? That's the power that changing environment has. And there was a lot of growth on that path. There was a lot of growth into being who I am now. It's 10 times different from who I was then. So I would definitely recommend, if someone has the ability to, change environments, do that. It's two things. It's either you change your current environment into an environment that is more primed for your success in whatever avenue you're looking to go into, right? Whatever vehicle you're looking to take. Or secondly, it's to prime your current environment to be the environment of whoever you're trying to be, right? So if you right now are still in high school, if you're still a teen like myself, there's still a lot that you can't do. You don't have anything saved up from any work that you've ever done. First and foremost, go get something. Go work at McDonald's if you need to. Just go get some experience so you can start saving money, because it goes a long way. It goes a very long way. There's nothing like the education system's the only thing that's going to get you. That's very false. That is very, very, very false. So yeah, just chase that. Especially in Africa, especially in somewhere like South Africa now, there's no real opportunity for a lot of people. So you need to create your own opportunity, right? And the saddest part is the vehicle isn't there. No one knows exactly what they need to do. But that's what this channel is for. I'm going to do my best to guide as many people as I can to show them what is possible, what vehicle I'm actually using, and actually break down the whole blueprint on how you guys will be able to succeed, right? And everything that I'm doing in my life right now, figuring things out myself, I'm still struggling each and every day. I'm still trying to make things work, but the little success I've gained, the little success lessons I've learned, I'll be sure to pass that over to whoever has time to actually watch this video, right? So yeah, prime your environment for success. In your bedroom, like take out all the trash, take out all the things that aren't useful. Make your desk clean. Don't clutter your room. Don't clutter your space. Create a space, even if it's just with a chair and a small table. Put your laptop on there. Create a space where you can sit down and focus and work. for like just a few hours every single day. Just create that culture. Get the book Atomic Habits, it explains it best. Create an environment where you can be productive, where you can think better, where you can feel like you're about to put in tons of work, right? Make that spot your environment, make that room your environment, make that, that position environment, whatever it is. Just build the environment that can actually put your mind in that place where it's ready to work harder. I had to completely change my whole environment because with family and with my family specifically, there was a lot of pressure on me as, the eldest son in the family. And it was like, okay, this pressure it does become overwhelming at times. It is hard to take care of everyone and you can't even take care of yourself. So I had to make that sacrifice to actually learn how to take care of myself so I can actually take care of other people. And it's still very hard, it's still a very long journey. But that's my point. Just learn how to prime your environment for success. It is possible. It is very, very possible. I took it to the extreme, but I take a lot of things to the extreme. You need to just learn how to do it for your own life, in your own position. Start with the little things, right? Just make a small corner in your room, a small corner on your bed, a small corner anywhere around you. Put those items that you can trigger your brain to thinking, when I see my laptop and my earphones and this chair and this table, I will be dedicating 2-3 hours of work in that spot, right? And if that's just how you can prime your mind, things are going to be like 10 times better. So the moral of all of this, the reason I tell you all of this is just because like risk is hard, but you can either risk chasing after the dream life, the dream lifestyle, the dream goals, all everything that you're looking for. If it's financial freedom, if it's happiness and joy from career or passion, whatever it might be, right? You can either risk chasing after that, or you can risk losing all of that. So it's whatever risk you're looking to take, right? I'm very big on do it extreme, like take it to the extreme, because at the end of the day, all of us are going to, pass on God's grace. All of us are going to get to heaven one day, and it's like all the time that we spend here, are we going to waste it, or are we going to try each and every day to be a blessing to others, to really push ourselves to become 10 out of 10, like 10 out of 10 character, 10 out of 10 person, just 10 out of 10 human. Is that what we're aiming for, right? So yeah, a lot of these videos are just to show you guys what I had to go through and show you guys what I'm still currently going through. Like I said, still hardly any furniture here. It's just a dining table, bed, table to work, and I'm good. It's good enough for me. The vision board at the back, I haven't found a place to put it up yet. Good enough for me for right now, because I'm still going to get to wherever I want to get to. It's just a matter of time and becoming the person deserving of that. So yeah, just keep going, guys. If there's one big thing I can tell you, keep going. Even on your days where you feel sad or you feel down, just keep going. This is a journey. Journey never stops. You enjoy the journey. It's hard for someone to say you should enjoy the journey when you are struggling, but the reason why they say so is because you'll never be at the position that you are right now tomorrow, right? Like every single day there's huge change. So if you'll never be at this position, enjoy that position. That is your story. No one else can tell you your story. Enjoy that position, suck it in, take everything and create your story. Create that life for yourself. And trust me when I say it's possible. I will show you through this channel that it's possible. See you on the other side, guys. Take it.